the national championship. The Florida Gators have won the Southeastern Conference Championship. GatorZone is presented by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Hey everyone, and welcome into GatorZone. Megan Parler here at the Ring Tennis Complex, and sadly, we're missing Jeff Cardozo, but it's baseball season. We understand he's a very busy man, but exciting treat for you guys today. This guy.
Called in the righty from the bullpen. Gareth Gutierrez here with you, and we're hanging out at tennis, like you said, because we're going to talk about a couple upperclassmen, one on the men's team, one on the women's team. We're going to start with the women's team, a senior all the way from Moscow, Russia, Anna Danilina.
And she was a two-time All-American last year, so let's learn a little bit more about her.
If you believe that things happen for a reason, then look no further than Florida's Anna Danilina to strengthen your beliefs. She had no intention of playing college tennis. Her goal was to play professionally. But life had a different plan for Danilina.
But then I got an injury, and I started looking like opportunities, like educational opportunities, because I figured I need to have a good degree to be able to have a future besides tennis.
So she joined the Gator Nation, a perfect match for Anna and Coach Roland Thornquist.
She's tall, she's got a good serve, great hands, and a world-class doubles player. All these things that are really valuable to us.
I'm pretty sure I got really lucky because I committed to Florida late June, the same year I was about to come, and I just got lucky that they had a spot available for me.
She didn't really know what to expect when she left Russia and traveled over 8,000 miles here to Gainesville. Why would she? Other than Coach Thornquist, Anna had not met any of her teammates yet.
After a few months, I kind of realized that it's not that scary. I was supposed to be. I made a few friends and got used to the people around, the whole atmosphere and everything.
The Swamp is now Anna's new home, and even though she was known to be the quiet one on the team, her teammates helped her to adapt to life in the States. But when she first came in, her teammates didn't really know what to expect.
Didn't know her. She's from Russia, obviously, so I'm like, who's this chick? But no, she definitely surprises me.
A 2017 All-American and a member of the 2017 SEC All-Tournament team, it's hard to imagine that Anna struggled at first when making the transition from junior tennis to the collegiate level.
Very lucid. If it's 4-all in the third, she's the one who thinks and can detect trends and make the right decisions, and that was not the case in her early career here at Florida.
Anna's grit and determination now extends to her teammates as well. She has always been a teammate that others can rely on. Now that Anna feels comfortable with her surroundings on and off the court, it's allowed her to grow in other areas of the game.
Her first year here, she definitely was a little more quiet, and last year, especially this year, she's just definitely broken out of her shell. She's one of the leaders on this team this year.
Playing at Florida grew Anna's love for the sport in more than just one way.
Yeah, I just love being the part of the team. It makes me feel like I'm playing for something more than just myself.
Anna has traveled a long way to join the Gator Nation and worked hard to become one of the best in the game. But there's something else that has also fueled her game.
Fans coming out and support us, and it just makes me want to work harder and play better every day.
There have been a lot of great moments in Anna's career, but there's one in particular that stands out from the rest.
The best experience of my tennis career, winning that championship. I know it meant a lot to us, and we just work extremely hard.
From Moscow, Russia to Gainesville, Florida, Anna Danilina's path here may not have been what she envisioned growing up, but it sounds like everything has happened for just the right reasons for this national champion. For GatorZone, I'm Andrea Guerrero.
Good luck to Anna and the rest of the women's team as they continue regular season play and hurtle towards the postseason.
Next up, a junior from the men's team. He was a top 5 American prospect coming into college. He comes from Georgia, McLean Kessler.
He's about an hour and a half away from me in Calhoun, Georgia. And just recently, the team was on the road at #1 Wake Forest, and they upset the Demon Deacons. And McLean, he and his doubles partner won that, and then he went on to sweep his singles opponent 6-0, 6-0.
Hey Gators, we're here at the Ring Tennis Complex talking about some men's tennis. My name's Katie Leahy and alongside McLean Kessler. So McLean, being from Georgia, what made Florida the option for tennis and what you wanted to do?
The coaches and my whole family, went to Florida basically. My granddad, everyone, came here, so I always wanted to go and be a Gator for sure.
And Coach Shelton, how has he impacted your game and made you a better player and just kind of made that a better experience?
He's improved everything in my game. He's made me a more aggressive player. Before, I would usually just sit back and just rally until they missed, and now I go for it and try to hit the winner first. And a lot more aggressive. So.
Tell us a little bit about the SEC Championship in 2016. What was the feeling of that game and just kind of the aftermath of it?
When we won, it was like no feeling I've had before. We came together as a team, and it was something I really, really want to get again for sure.
And so men's tennis seems a little bit more emotional, and when you're on the court, there's a lot of just emotion going from the team and from your other players and that kind of thing. So tell us a little bit about the atmosphere on the court.
On the court in college men's tennis, I think is one of the most intense things in all sports. You play 1 point and you lose it, then you could lose the match because of that point. So you have to really focus and lock in for every single point, and it's like no other. It's awesome. I love every minute of it for sure.
And so tell us a little bit about what you're going to remember after leaving and your time here at Florida. What has that meant to you? And
it's meant the world to me. It's gone by so quick. I just learned to love every minute that I'm here, and when I'm gone, I don't know. I want to get into college coaching, and maybe like one day I can be back here.
And if you could pick any other sport to play, what would it be and why?
Basketball probably. I play a little bit, and I just like watching it. I see myself as a person who could shoot the last-minute 3-point shot for the win and take the title. Doing that.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the rest of your season. For more information on the men's tennis team, visit FloridaGators.com.
Thank you so much, Katie. Well, we talked about a couple student athletes, and on the other side of the break, we have a new assistant coach to tell you about.
We'll see you guys over at the golf course.
GatorZone is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. And by Gatorade. Win from within.
Hey everyone, and welcome back into GatorZone. Gareth and I made our way over to the Mark Bostic Golf Course, and it's a beautiful day to play golf. However, I'm awful at the game of golf, so maybe if I had a good coach, a good teacher like Mark Leon, maybe I'd be a little better.
Yeah, Mark Leon's done a lot for the men's golf team here in his first season as assistant coach. He comes to us from Penn State, where he also went to school, but he's known J.C. Deacon for a long time. They were playing golf together at age 12 in Canada.
Rifled.
You work all year, working long hours, working hard to pay the bills, working towards taking a nice, long, relaxing vacation away from work. That's what most people do, but not Florida assistant coach Mark Leon. He goes on vacation and gets a new job.
I was vacationing in Marco Island with my in-laws, and John Handrigan got named the Notre Dame head coach, and I came up and interviewed afterwards, and I just felt like it was really, it was interesting. The longer I was here, the better I felt. I've never really had a situation that quite unfolded like that. It was just something that was kind of a no-brainer.
He's a really, really intelligent person, and I've always kind of bounced ideas off him and just had, random conversations about different things in life, and always really appreciated his perspective. So when John got the opportunity at Notre Dame, Mark was kind of the first and only name that came to my mind, and it was just a matter of talking him into coming here and leaving the great position he had at Penn State. But he's been an amazing addition to our team.
This wasn't the first time Leon heard about the Orange and Blue and the Gator Nation. Leon and head coach J.C. Deacon are close friends. The two were able to get together one day and talk about their future and what their dream job would be.
I really don't know, to be honest. I mean, I love where I'm at, and but I don't know. I'd be open to going anywhere and learning. I said, well, what about you? And he just said Florida. I'm like, oh, what, really? And Absolutely. So it was so funny because then when the job opened up, I mean, he was just life or death, going for it. You know, it was just meant the world to him. So ever since he got that opportunity, I've been so interested in what he was doing, and then to see how the program's kind of transitioned under him, and it's been really exciting.
There's a good reason, actually a couple of them, for these two men to have remained friends for so long, and those are reflected in their coaching style.
I think a big part of what JC's all about and what we're all about here is really coaching values and pushing values and character as really the lead factor in our culture. If you're playing for the University of Florida, you're a stud. Like, you're unbelievably talented to be here. But it's making sure that the guys know, you know, what we expect and what kind of people we want them to be.
I was flushed. Good shot.
Leon earned all Big Ten honors at Penn State, was a Canadian national team member in 2006, and spent 4 years on the Canadian tour. He returned to his alma mater to begin his coaching career in 2011 and to influence others the way that Leon's role models had influenced him.
As a coach, I've always tried to model myself after people that have had a huge impact on me. So, I mean, the main person that jumps out initially is my dad. You know, is somebody that was always encouraging first, but honest as well. You got to ultimately be yourself. You know, anybody can see if you're a fake, it really shines through. So, I mean, to me, I've always been somebody that just tries to get along with everyone and tries to be honest with people.
And when being yourself, you have to know when it's time for the athlete to take over.
I've found initially with golf, it's really hard. One of the hard things about coaching is you can only do so much, and then at some point you have to pull back because the guys are the ones that are going to hit the shots. And you know, as a golf coach, you can't really call any plays. You can't do anything in real time.
Everything's kind of okay with Mark. No matter how bad or good things going, he just keeps a real even keel, and that's huge in golf. And you know, he's taught me a lot already as a coach. And the other thing is, it's just so much fun being around him every day.
Coach Mark Leon, a friend, a mentor, a Gator. The only question now is, what will he do on his next vacation? For GatorZone, I'm Jake Young.
Thanks, Jake, for telling us all about the Canadian Mark Leon.
We got to get to our next break here on GatorZone, but we'll see you guys after the break over at baseball.
GatorZone is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. And by Gatorade. Win from within.
Welcome back to GatorZone. Gareth and Megan hang out with you inside the baseball complex with some really nice hardware behind us. The 2017 National Championship Trophy, and it was a real team effort to win it. And one of the guys on the team who's back this year has been tearing it up lately.
Yeah, anchors the hot corner, third base. Jonathan India in his junior year has just put up insane stats. RBI, home run, batting average through the roof this year, and he's just unstoppable.
You know what? I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him right now.
In his junior season, third baseman Jonathan India has gone from HD to 4K, Bruce Banner to the Hulk, from Clark Kent to Superman. In other words, he's been on fire. Following a 6-for-13 week against top 10 foes Florida State and Vanderbilt that included 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 5 runs, India was named SEC Player of the Week. Indy, as he's often called, has been honing his baseball skills since a young age.
I played baseball since I was 5. I played football as well. And I thought I was going to be a football player instead of a baseball player, but I have a passion for the game. I love the game, and it just grew on me. And now I'm here, and I chose the school because my father actually came here. But I was always a Gator fan as a little kid. He dressed me up in Gator clothes because he was a Gator fan. So it was an easy decision for me to choose a school. I committed very early. I think it was my freshman summer, and I love being a Gator so far.
And Gator fans love having Indy on the diamond. For as much passion as the Gator fans have for the university and its teams, it's great to see that same passion in the student athletes. Indy appreciates the opportunity to put on the Florida Gators jersey every day.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it gives you chills. It gives me chills to this day, and I'm a junior now. But no, it's a great feeling to put on the Florida Gator jersey. You know, you're representing not only yourself, but your team, the program, your family, and you know, I wear it with pride, and that's what we do here.
Jonathan India's teammates see his hard work on the field day in and day out.
I've been his roommate now, ever since we've gotten here, and I was friends with him a little bit beforehand, so he's my best friend on the team, and he's a real competitor, and he's a real selfless leader, and he's just an awesome teammate to have. He gets everyone together, gets everyone up, and cares a lot about the team, puts the team first, so it's awesome to have a guy like him on the team, both on and off the field.
Indy's a superstar. He's been a superstar since he's been here. I remember playing against him some in high school, and he had the big, long, wavy hair, and he always had this kind of swagger about him, and everyone knew who he was. So he obviously made a splash as soon as he got on the campus here and made a huge impact, and he's kind of been that way ever since. So he's an established college player now, and this is his third year, and I've always looked up to him a little bit. I think he's awesome. So.
And off the field, they love having him around.
Off the field, loves to have fun, big joking guy. He's a big competitor on the field. You probably don't see him smile and stuff as much on the field, but off the field, he's always walking around with a smile on his face. He's a real happy kid.
He's got this South Florida flair to him. He'll tell you he's from Miami, but he's not. Don't let him have that. He's from Coral Springs. I know he likes to surf. He likes the beach a lot. Every time he goes home, he's always sending some videos of him at the beach and stuff like that. So he's got that South Florida flair to him.
As the season continues, look for Indy to keep grinding every single day as the Gators chase another national championship. For GatorZone, I'm Gareth Gutierrez.
Well, I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for Jonathan India and the rest of the baseball team. And another team on campus that has a little bit of familiarity with some of these national championship trophies, the gymnastics team.
Yeah, and Kennedy Baker, a fan favorite in her senior year, obviously going through a bit of adversity, but still a huge team player, helps with the team chemistry and is rooting her team on through the postseason. So here's Shelby with her story.
4. That's how old Kennedy Baker was when she first stepped foot in a gymnastics facility. And the rest is history.
Well, my mom just dropped me off at the gym one day, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Look at them flipping. And she just kept dropping me off, and then one day I was like, oh my God, this is what I love to do. And I think that I just loved that it was it's kind of like a roller coaster that, I have control over. So I liked that.
Baker committed to UF her freshman year of high school. Fast forward 3 years to when she was a senior, and suddenly Kennedy was about to be a member of a program that won back-to-back national championships.
Watching that first national championships at home in Texas, knowing that I was going there, and seeing how much fun the team had while also doing great gymnastics, it was really inspiring, and I think that it kind of drove me and made me better and made me have to work really hard when I got here, but it was definitely worth it.
After a roller coaster season, Ken was part of history her freshman year, when the Gators won their third consecutive NCAA championship. A dream come true for the Dallas native.
To finally reach the end of the road and win with a victory, I think that was the best feeling in the entire world. And to be able to do it my freshman year was just amazing. I'll never forget that.
Even though she competed all around throughout her 4 years as a Gator, it was pretty obvious that Baker loved competing on floor the most, an event she scored a perfect 10 on 3 times. Her personality came out in every routine, and her tumbling always had Gator fans on their feet.
Gymnastics is known for having all these strict guidelines, and you have to be like this, and you have to look like this, and you have to dance like this. Coming to college and floor was do what you want and be great at it, and they value being unique and being different, and I think that being able to do that and have fun and draw in a crowd was the best feeling ever.
Hearts broke throughout Gator Nation in February when the Link to Pink crowd saw Kennedy Baker go down during her floor routine. In that moment, the senior knew immediately her gymnastics career was over.
I knew as soon as I punched on the floor that my Achilles was gone.
Accepting the news of a career-ending injury is never easy, but Baker says she has learned more about herself in the last 3 weeks than she did her first 3 years as a Gator. Kennedy's role on the team may have changed, but she understands she's still a huge contributor to this program.
I just try to be whatever I would want if I was competing, and I try to be the best teammate that I can be. So I try to be like kind of like the mom now. I'm like, okay, you need someone to listen to you, I'm all ears. Like, you need someone to cheer for you, I got you. This role is different, but it still matters, and I think that it's a cool perspective now to be from like the outside looking in.
She's definitely been super supportive, comes up to girls in the meet and, you know, just tells us like, we got this and we can do it, and, you know, she's always there to support us. Definitely someone to lean on, and one of the loudest cheerers in our section.
Kennedy Baker was a thrill to watch on Friday nights, and her sassy attitude, her confidence, and her show-stopping performances will be tremendously missed next year. For GatorZone, I'm Shelby Grenapp.
Well, thank you so much, Shelby, and we got to get to our last break here on GatorZone.
We got top plays on the other side where we get to see some of these student athletes in action. Still hanging out with you here on GatorZone, and no Jeff, I think that means no athletic performances by us. He's our athlete, so no top plays from Megan and I today.
We'll let the student athletes do all the talking this time. Here are your week's top plays.
Today's top plays are brought to you by Nike.
In the circle here in the 6th. And Romanello yanks that one to right, and it's gone! A solo home run to give the Gators the lead.
Big crowd on hand, and he delivers a shot out to right, and that is over the glove of Ammons. And the defense comes back to haunt Tennessee, and the Gators lead it 4-3.
Still going back to softball, a special scene last night as Schwartz might be ending that dry streak. Scoreboard shot, J.J. Schwartz.
Young man's hit a few balls against Florida State. That's probably one of the hardest ones I've seen hit.
That's a look at this week's top plays, and there will be a lot more top plays in the rest of this season of GatorZone because all of the spring sports right in the heart of action.
Yeah, Gareth, and thank goodness for social media. You have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat to follow all your favorite Gator sports.
Well, that'll do it for this week of GatorZone. I'm Gareth Gutierrez, and my partner,
Megan Parler.
Jeff Cardozo will be back with us next time, and we want to thank Jim Wolak for the great camera work. We'll see you guys next time.